Their first crack at it. And on the drive.
High ball screen. He's got a shooter to his left, two shooters parked to his right, but he's able to get all the way to the rim and finish.
6'8", 260. The junior from Fort Lauderdale. In the opening victory against North Florida, Leonard Hamilton was a little eager to get a look at everybody. As Barnes comes away with it, he'll bank.
Essentially going to be a hockey game. And you mentioned Raquan Gray before. This is Scottie Barnes. Look at him reaching with that left hand to knock the ball away from Armand Franklin. And he's able to take it.
Many believed they were going to the Final Four. There are a lot of folks who thought they would win the national championship. Jay, I know how high you were on the Seminoles a season ago. Archie Miller's going to be delighted by the bounce back here. They got an early hole, but they have quickly tied it at 8-8 in Tallahassee. Walker with a little bit of a slip there. He's coming off 17 points in the season opener for FSU. Long jumper on the way. He's one of the better shooting guards. Jackson Davis with a little floater, follows that, got that one to go.
For a second jump as you can get. That was impressive by Trayce Jackson Davis. Polite with a Mr. Basketball. And a big guard.
Trying to go over the top.
See the just holding off and pushing his. They're moving on the flight of the ball, not when it's caught. They're all basketball schools.
Well said. Entry pass picked off the quick hands of the Seminoles, and Scottie Barnes. Get to see him operate a little bit. Very solid college debut. You know, not a whole lot of scoring. They work it inside. Long jumper won't drop for Wilkes. Another one getting in quickly here, the junior. Not afraid to shoot the three-point shot. You'll see more of those out of FSU certainly than you will Indiana.
Really like that last play that Leonard Hamilton ran with that staggered screen. And then you had Gray going down to the post. What a pass. That was spectacular.
Thompson finishes that with some authority. But quickly on the other end, and Archie Miller just loves him. He talks about that feel for the game you can't teach as a coach. He's born with that. He's developed that with a lot of hard work. For the Naismith, the Karl Malone, the Wooden Award, just about every award, certainly for the 6'9" sophomore.
Boy, this has been a physical game, Dave, and you've got to be prepared to run through screens and switches because Florida State is doing a great job of keeping a body on everybody. What a great... He showed great poise once he caught the ball. He let the defense clear. It looked like that MJ Walker might come over and double team, but he let that space clear, and then he could go one-on-one in the post and get right into the chest of the defender to draw that foul. And against Stanford, he had 31 points. He drew 11 fouls against the Cardinal in that ballgame.
Who had 17 in the opening win against North Florida. Puts the Noles back in front.
And MJ Walker was a McDonald's All-American, and he has been really patient. Didn't go too fast there. Got the ball inside, gave with single coverage. Trayce Thompson just made a really nice post move, set it up very well, and then went to that left shoulder for the right-handed jump hook. That's interesting. It's game 5 for the Hoosiers, only game 2 for Florida State. Good pass.
Jackson Davis, so near and dear to his heart.
And nobody's done more in the fight against cancer than Dick Vitale. I mean, he raised almost $5 million in his gala this summer. Just absolutely remarkable. Got, changing defenses and really good guard play. But I think you can take any one of, Illinois' legit, and they're going to get better and better. And I really like Michigan State. And Wisconsin is really experienced and has a talent across the board. I think it's going to come down to who stays healthy, not just COVID healthy, but doesn't get too banged up for the Big Ten play.
Koprivica continues to get it done downstairs in the paint. He's just been outstanding in this contest with 10 points, 7 rebounds already, Jim.
throughout much of the game, the ball movement on Florida State's offensive end has been a little bit better. You know, they moved 3 from 3. He hit the only 2 threes, I believe, in the first half for Indiana.
Indiana had a stretch of over 4 minutes without a field goal in the first half, but here early in the second half, they're right there. Franklin on the move to the baseline. Inside to the big fella. He can't get it to go. And out.
Got the switch. Walker on Trayce Jackson Davis. And Scottie Barnes has been quiet, but Dave, when he's in the game, the ball moves. And the ball really moved from side to side there before Raquan Gray really drove the middle. And I think the ball movement going side to side, what a great cut pass.
Oh, it won't drop. But Osborne outfights everybody for the rebound.
Well, you think you have the rebound, and Osborne comes from behind, just takes it away. You have to be really strong with the ball. It's kind of like a running back when the defense trying to punch it out. Good pass.
Zipped inside for the Seminoles to tie it at 42. He has 12 points along with 3 rebounds for the Seminoles.
Going right back to that middle ball screen. He was wide open again. The pressure on the ball kept Indiana from seeing it.
On the turnover, here's Barnes. Very few chances in the open floor. The human highlight film.
Well, Barnes very good in the open floor because he's such a good passer, and that's just a terrible call. I mean, Hunter and Trayce Jackson Davis as screeners on the block, but here they go with a high ball screen.
Durham with a drive will lay it in.
And Trayce Jackson Davis just kind of blocked out and blocked both defenders off.
Coach K pointed out, he said people are saying the next 6 weeks are going to be the worst. By the end of the month, 20 million vaccine shots will be given. By the end of January or February, another 100 million.
Jackson Davis got to touch the ball. There it is. Trayce Jackson Davis and Race Thompson on the floor at the same time. You got 2 strong rebounders.
Jackson Davis going right at the 7-footer.
That ball went right by Finney's ear as he was closing out to Barnes. Recognize it, but Wyatt Wilkes was on Trayce Jackson Davis, and then a terrific recognition by Al Durham to get the ball to him on that little bounce. I usually don't see a foul call on the lob threat, but Race Thompson stepped right in front of him and was able to draw the foul.
Barnes looking for the spin. It hung on the rim forever but wouldn't drop in. He's going to reach and pick it off. Polite goes for it. Man, did he ever. Goodness gracious.
What a play. First by Scottie Barnes to steal that ball and find Polite. And talk about impolite. That is an impolite poster. What a great play by the long-armed Scottie Barnes
tonight.
Well, they need him in there because he's a poised ball handler, good passer, and he knocks his free throws down. And I'll tell you, Dave, the free throw line.
Advantage here on the road. Remember, the Seminoles have won their last 24. Here at home on a run off.
The best you can ever get is playing 1-on-9. That's exactly what Florida State just did because of that block shot. It was 12th. It stunned me that Iowa State could lose to Louisiana, and they're ahead of the Hoosiers. That was really surprising. Threat in pick and roll, and he can pick and pop. That's when he's really going to be valuable.
That's going in really strong, but he can't get it. It looked like he had a lane to the basket. Could not cash in. Light takes a tumble, just don't lose.
The 1-2-2, three-quarter court pressure back into a matchup zone. Saw it. I don't know how you handle that. That'd be interesting to find out from the officials one day.
I know I'd argue it. You know, I got a pretty good look at it myself. 9. Barnes trying to take that baseline. Tennessee running the point. Durham finds the big fella for the slam. Jackson Davis with the finish.
You just can't let Trayce Jackson Davis get behind your last line of defense. That was just too easy.
Barnes tried the bounce feed and a whistle with a scrum in the lane there.
Was playing too high up, and Malik Osborne went near the ACC. Raekwon Gray playing a little bit too high up. You always have to know where
to directing traffic. Durham back outside. Finnessy in tighter. Jackson Davis on the drive, denied. And Big Ten had a 6-2 advantage coming into this game, which is, as expected, coming right down to the wire. Here's Finnessy. That won't drop, but the tip is up.
Stage.
Barnes back out. Walker straight on.
His part. He was 1 of 5 from 3 going into that, but he just replaces up.
On the drive, a little slip there. Osborne got it up off the back of the iron. This
Jackson Davis.
And stolen away by Indy. Here in Tallahassee, and I think you're right. There's something fitting about this game, the way it's been played. Going to an overtime. On the spin move and one. Jackson Davis. So hard to handle down low like that. And he's at the foul line.
Indiana's just beating Florida State on switches. You know, they got M.J. Walker guarding Trayce Jackson Davis, and then Scottie Barnes got switched off on him, and Barnes found and get a mismatch in the low post.
Barnes, long distance. He got
Indiana playing him for the drive. Franklin's giving him a lot of space. And instead of, there's been a lot of hesitation on the part of Scottie Barnes when he's had that space throughout the course of the game. No hesitation.
14 ties and 9 lead changes here in Tallahassee. Rolling in, the big fella. Koprivica back up again. Man, did he stick.
It's not that like Finnessy can't hit that shot, but he might have been better off driving that ball.
Finnessy with a bounce. Yep, he'll shoot it. Not there. Rebound torn away by Osborne. So, 40 seconds to go in overtime. FSU with the ball in the lead. Barnes is going to run some clock here.
Now you got to watch M.J. Walker. M.J. Walker's going to step out again like he did for that 3.
He's going to drive. 10 seconds to go. And a whistle as Jackson Davis went strong into the lane. 8.7 to play.
Archie Miller just giving the ball to Trayce Jackson Davis, letting him go one-on-one against Koprivica. Koprivica gets that left hand in there.
FSU with almost 9 seconds. Barnes